Okay, another episode here. What's going on, y'all? I got a new camera. Hopefully, this looks okay. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been taking pictures around the city and editing them. I took some pictures at the Bucks game a couple days ago that I went to, and I wanted to tell you all about that. So yeah, I bought tickets a couple months ago with my mom and sister, and we got like a couple rows behind the floor seats, because it's not like when LeBron or James Harden or somebody else comes to Phoenix. It's relatively cheap, I would say. But yeah, I looked at the Laker tickets and they were like insane. So we went to the Bucks game. Good seats. I forgot how good they were. We sat down, and I have a bad back right now, so it wasn't that fun to sit the whole time and just be in pain. But it was a good game considering how bad the Bucks played. Uh, I haven't seen much games this year just because I don't have cable. I work a lot, so it's kind of hard to, you know, keep track of that. But I've been seeing highlights and all that. And when I went to the game, there's a lot of missed shots from like offensive rebounds and like putbacks. Like Ersan Ilyasova, he missed like, I don't know. It was in the first half I remember seeing, and he missed like 3 or 4 shots just right by the basket. Little putbacks. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's like 6'10" and he can't, put it in the basket. But it happens. It's part of basketball. And then Giannis didn't have a good game. He played mediocre for how good he does play on most nights. And then who else? Yeah, Eric Bledsoe just signed his extension, which he signed it in Phoenix, and he used to play for the Suns. And then I don't know if you guys remember the whole "I don't want to be here" thing on Twitter. He tweeted, and people were like trashing him, like, "Oh, you want to leave?" And he was like, "No, I was at the salon with my girlfriend." And people were like, "Whatever." So yeah, it was just kind of like a petty thing he did, signing his extension with the Milwaukee Bucks in Phoenix. It was like, I think he did it on purpose. But yeah, the Bucks, none of them really played that well. I did notice from that game versus like in years past, like when Brandon Jennings used to play, they trusted each other. Like there was no hesitation with their passes. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but there was like more fluidity. Did I say that right? Fluidity with their movement, like ball movement, and just like overall chemistry, I would say, which is cool to see. Even though they lost, but that was more so like on the Bucks. And Kelly Oubre of the Suns had an amazing game. He had like 27 points, 13 rebounds, I believe, and he's just a couple years older than me. I think he's a year older, 24. Might be my age. No, yeah, he's my age. He was born in December, so he's a couple months older than me. Which is another thing too. Like it's hard to watch sports honestly anymore. I love sports, especially basketball, but like watching sports, especially college basketball, and these young guys in the NBA, they're my age or younger, and it's just like, really, like when I was 12, I was like, I'm going to the NBA, this and that. My parents were like, yeah, 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 just like in the back of their mind, they're like, this kid's stupid, we're not gonna shatter our kids' dreams, but we'll support them. And then I got to high school, and I was like, yeah, I could go to college, maybe not pros, but college. And then by like sophomore year, I was like, yeah, just I'll have a good high school career. And then junior year, I didn't play, so I was like, yeah, this basketball thing's not working out. But yeah, I still watch sports. Like I'm not. It was a joke. It was a more of a joke than anything. But it's definitely frustrating to see like, oh, this Devin Booker's a year younger than me, and he's making millions, having the time of his life playing basketball. It's like, I wish I had genetics, I'd say. But yeah, the Bucks game was awesome. Even though they lost, it was still cool to be that close. And I got this new camera. I was taking pictures. I edited, some on my Snapchat and Twitter if you follow me. So that was cool to see. The final print. What else? My dad and my friend Matt are coming down to visit me in late March, so a couple weeks here. So I want to interview them. They both are in the military, so it's cool to see that perspective. I have questions about that, and among, other things that we'll talk about and just chop it up. So it's another 2 interviews I'm going to do. And then hopefully this YouTube channel / podcast looks better with the camera. I was recording on my phone for a while, and that wasn't really, it was cutting it, but it was like, I look back on the videos and just like, it's just not clear and crisp. So, it's whatever. But yeah, that's all for today. Kept it relatively short. Hopefully the Bucks get to the finals. I think they definitely have a chance. Even though the Celtics, Raptors, and maybe Sixers. I don't know. Yeah, those 3 teams are like probably give the Bucks the most trouble. Depending on how it all. See, I never like get too much into the regular season because so much like momentum and like injuries can happen. So like until you're in that that first or second round or conference finals or whatever, you don't really know until like you see like, oh, okay, so these players are out or they just haven't been playing good, and you never know what's going behind the locker room with all the issues they have with coaching or chemistry, or there's so much ego in like professional sports and just in general in this world that people just just clash so much. So we'll see what happens with the Bucks, but it'd be awesome to see them just get to the finals out of the East. I don't think they have what it takes to beat the Warriors in the playoffs because they just get so hot with Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, all those guys. So we'll have to wait and see. That's all we can do. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already, or take a hike.